y'all, and welcome back to Lantern Creek Farm. Alright, it is slowly, or maybe quickly, becoming fall here in the Appalachian Mountains. We're having our brisk, cool, nice mornings into the afternoon. But the sun does come out, and when it does come out after them cool, brisk mornings and afternoons, we get up into the 70s and the 80s, which is probably pretty cool for some of you all. But 80s still a little warm. Although the 80s don't seem too bad when the leaves start changing, and then every once in a while you get a good cool breeze that goes with it. And I'm sitting in the shade right now, and the shade's not too bad. So we're going to talk about today what fall means for our little farm. And so let's get to cracking. Let's start off in here. If you don't know what in here is, this is our feed / hay room. This is where we keep all of our feed products right now. And the thing that I'm going to talk about, sorry about the lighting, guys. The thing that I'm going to talk about right now is hay. So what does hay have to do with fall around here? Well, it's got to do with preparation. So the amount of hay that we get throughout the summer into the early fall is the amount of hay that we'll be feeding for the winter. Around here this year it's been hard to get. I know some of you have been experiencing a drought. We have been experiencing a drought as well. It's not a horrible drought. We get rain every once in a while, but the farmers need a third cutting of hay. If you don't know what a third cutting means, it means the third time that they cut hay for a season. Usually here in Kentucky we have about three, or at least in our area, we can get about 3 cuttings of hay. With the dry spell being what it is, the grass has been brown for going on 2 months now, and so they ain't been able to get that third cutting. And they ain't been able, it's been taking a lot longer to get the first and second cutting due to the fact that it's been so dry. And so we're having a hard time stocking up on hay in our little barn here. And then back in this area here on the other side of this wall, you can see that pipe sticking out of the wall up there. Last year we decided we were going to put hay there as well to stock up for the winter. Hay is what we feed our rabbits and our goats, and so we need quite a bit of hay to sustain us or to keep us throughout the winter. And so when we're thinking about fall, we're thinking about preparations for winter, being prepared for winter. And one of the number one things I think about is, do we have enough hay? And at the moment, we do not. And so I would like to get at least 25 more bales of hay to put up for the fall, and that should put us into the late winter, early spring area, or time where we can maybe feed a little bit less hay than what we would do at normal times. Alright guys, well, we're talking about preparation. At least around here, fall time is for preparing for winter, like I said. And when we talk about preparation, we also want to talk about the amount of animals we go into the winter with. The animals typically that you go into the winter with are animals that you're going to be feeding all winter. And so we try around here to dwindle the numbers down, the amount of animals that we'll be feeding throughout the winter. Now, I do breed rabbits and goats in the fall, y'all. I'm trying to get in the shade. I do breed rabbits and goats in the fall, and so we will, Lord's willing, be going into the winter with some pregnant does, goats, and rabbits. And so I will have a few extra mouths to feed for a short period of time into the winter and throughout the winter. But before we get into the winter and the fall, I like to die down on roosters. I like to die down on previous litters or kiddings with rabbits. I want to go into fall and into winter with a smaller amount of mouths to feed, like I said. And so we're gonna we've dwindled down our rabbit herd size, and hopefully we'll dwindle down our roosters in our laying flock. And also we've got a baby buck here that needs to be sold, a goat, a baby boy goat, a buck that needs to be sold before we get into winter. So hopefully we'll get him sold as well. We're going to come back out into the sun here, and I'm going to turn around. This is what's left of the summer garden. When I think about fall, I think about preparation that we did this summer. So this is our garden. Did we put it back enough for winter? Now, we're not sustainable enough yet to grow all of our food, to produce enough food to keep us the entire winter, but there are a few things that I did grow enough of this year, that we all grew enough of this year, that we could put back for the winter. One of those being peppers. I put back a lot of peppers this year, and although I would love to grow every bit of our food here on the farm, we're not quite there. But we hopefully are going to have enough potatoes. We're going to be digging those up, Lord willing, soon. Maybe after the first frost or before the first frost. Just the first light frost. We are hopefully going to have enough potatoes to maybe hold us for a few months into the winter or the fall. Hopefully we've got enough tomato products to hold us for a while. We didn't produce enough green beans this year. It was a bad year for green beans, but we produced enough peppers, and that I think that'll hold us for the entire winter. So when I think about the fall coming, like I said, being in fall, I think about winter preparation, and garden is one of those things. Did we produce enough to hold us all winter? Probably not. Did we produce enough that we can eat from the garden a few months out of the winter? Absolutely. And so that's a big deal. And we've worked really hard all summer for this winter, to have the food for the winter. And so that's one of our goals, and that's definitely a big goal, but we're getting closer and closer every year. All right, guys, we're standing with the goats here, and fall always means one thing around here. It brings a lot of noise and a lot of stinky smells. Some new smells are in the air around here on this goat farm. And it makes me think about the goats. We are in rut right now, and so coming into this fall season, our breeder buck is in rut, and so we've got a lot of things, a lot of new things going on for this season, coming into this fall season, and one of those includes hopefully babies this winter. And so, like I said over and over again in these videos, it's preparation for winter. When I think of fall, I think of goats. I think of baby goats specifically. And so we'll hopefully be having some does bred here soon. Along with that, I touched on it a little bit, we are going to be breeding the rabbits as well this fall season. And so we'll be having some babies going into late fall and winter this year. Alrighty guys, I hope you liked this short little video of what our fall preparations are and what fall means to us around here. I hope that you all are having a blessed and wonderful day. I hope that you all are working towards your goals of fall preparation into the winter. And I hope that this video was helpful, educational. I hope that it entertains you or helps you in some way. You all, I'm so thankful for every single one of you that watch these videos, especially the ones that watch to the end. It means a lot. And so I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out, and I hope that we can see you next time. Bye.